Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I'm your host for this Astro Forecast. This is a special first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Okay, so today, August 24th, 2023. Welcome everyone. Let's see this cosmic dance and energy. This is super supportive. Okay, as far as what we're seeing, we're going to talk about those sacred geometries. A lot of famous people have those type of angles, those type of sacred alignment. So I'm looking forward to share with you guys what is hinting through the cosmos as far as the sacred geometry. So you're seeing this very popular shape, which is called the Grand Trine. Now you're seeing also those little hats here. Those are protective shields of fate, of the divine. And what they're doing, especially when we have them on all sides of almost, because we're missing one here, but this is still very amazing. When you have those shields here in the Grand Trine, what it's doing is that it's allowing this super flow, lucky flow of energy to come forward, but with this little protection of the divine. So you're not just rolling with the energy and maybe just kind of just going with chance without the awareness. It's bringing you higher awareness. Thank you for joining, you guys. Some of you are new to the channel. Welcome. So it's actually more, to me, okay, this is more lucky. It's like brings you more luck in terms of someone that wants spiritual awareness, someone that wants to learn from the divine, okay? Because otherwise, this is just a very lucky flow of energy, and you might not really realize where it's coming from, okay? Now, there is one strong energy line that's called the quincunx. It's in dotted green energy here, okay? And when we have those energies, that means we're receiving super strong, fast-paced energy. And it's between the sun and Pluto. So big, major, master teacher, okay? The sun is about your higher consciousness, and Pluto is about the master teaching of power. Through what? Through transformation. So through your inner transformation. So the first quarter moon, what it does, when you have a new moon, we have a collective seed of intention. And for this new moon that started 7 days ago, which was in Leo, which was about clearing the pathway, the energy pathway for your highest version of self to become unlimited, to free itself from the shackles from the past, from the trauma bonding, from the karmic lineage, ancestral things and emotional baggage we've been carrying, whether it's from this lifetime, past lifetime, whether it's subconscious or conscious. There's a lot of revelation that are promised through the next 28-day cycle. So when you arrive at the first quarter moon, what happens? It puts the sun, and the moon in a square position. Now, what does that mean when you square energies, when master teachers are squared? Well, the queen of squares, because I have 11 squares in my natal chart, okay? This is about conflict. And what I mean by this means that whatever is not in alignment between your conscious self and your subconscious self, between what you know about yourself and the things you don't know about the self, this is going to create tension. So if you're feeling a little off with the energy or not, or kind of uncomfortable with the unknown, that was yesterday's real, there is definitely things that want to come forward in terms of new awareness. So what we're going to do here, okay, we're going to cover each houses, but the way that I like to cover the houses is in terms of esoteric astrology. Why? Esoteric astrology in terms of themes for the house is helping you communicate with the higher self, is helping you understand how to allow more of your higher self to come online, to come forward. So you lead your life more from a place of the higher self, which is a very strong balance between the intuition, the heart field, and the mind field. So the mind and the heart communicate with more ease when the higher self comes forward. So here we have in the first house, the sun. The sun just started its journey in Virgo. Virgo is about the blueprint pathway. Okay, some of you might not know, but zodiac signs, they're actually archetypes of divine ascension. And when we're reaching Virgo season, we are being taught, we are being shown how to go about the pathway to become a higher version of self. And here the first degree is here. So first degree, there is something very pertinent, very specific, a revelation that wants to come and manifest. The first house in esoteric astrology is about the higher self, is about your soul casual body in terms of aura. And it's telling you, there's something here from the sixth house with Pluto. Pluto right now is in a position that is in Capricorn, last degrees in retrograde, and is telling you there's something about how you have been processing your mental patterns, your mental belief about yourself in the sixth house, that it is purposeful, whether it was wrong or right. There's no wrong or right in terms of ascension. There's about what is right in alignment with your soul's oath and your soul's purpose, okay? So here there's something that is coming online, very fast paced today and for the next 2-3 days, because those energies, they're a little bit lasting here. And this is some type of revelation that wants to come forward. Now, in order to bring this into something meaningful, because this is going to be revealed to you, why you went through such path, hell, addiction, depression, illness, disease, is going to want to talk to you. And why am I saying this? Because when we're moving into the second house, okay, we have Mercury that just started its retrograde, and we have also Mars. Okay, so Mars to me is energy in motion. Mars shows your true emotional body, and Mercury is trying to show you a different way to look at things, because it's in reviewing. Now, the second house is about the energy field you carry. Those last degrees of Virgo, if some of you want to check out the special Mercury retrograde, you have it available on Instagram or on my YouTube channel. This is very much about looking at the things that you inherited, the emotional baggage that you inherited, the pain body that you inherited, but also the one that you carried forward. Okay, because we inherit things and we don't have to take it on, but because it's subconscious, we do. All right. So here we have, this is a reading for the cosmic dance. Some of you, if you want to know how this is pertaining to you, how this energy works for you, you can go on the subscription option, should be somewhere on the page. I am throwing a mini giveaway, so there's going to be a winner. There's only like 6 people that sign up. Okay, so some of you, if you want to win something, you never want something, there's a very strong chance you might, okay? But for some of you, if that's something you want a personal reading, I have a special promo. Only 10 people, okay? $15 just to get that reading as far as this energy, but also an oracle guidance. So you're getting bonus with 2 things. So some of you, if you need to DM, you need to subscribe, let me know. I can answer your questions. So here we have moving here in the third house. You don't see anything. This is communication with the higher self. There's nothing here, but there is actually. There is the South Node. So past lifetime influence. And that means also what you inherited from your parents, from your grandparents, as far as the way they led their life, the way they raised you, the way you started communicating with others, with yourself, the way you talk to yourself. So there's a lot here as far as building the self between the lower self and the higher self that is being revealed to you. There's a lot of purge from the emotional body, from the mental body, from all layers of body that needs to be just removed. Some of you, again, go in my bio links. I have released and I'm still releasing organs frequency healing. You have 12 major organs that are connected to your Merkaba. What is your Merkaba? Your ascension vehicle. And that means that if you're carrying very heavy trauma, things that weigh you down, your spin as far as your feminine and masculine principle and your sacred self is going to have a hard time being activated. It's going to be hard for you to feel like you're receiving divine light, that you're receiving the guidance, that you're being on this path for a purpose, okay? Because we're weighed down by a lot of things that we carry, that we don't know, that we inherited, that are still kind of replaying, and it has a purpose. It has a gift. So don't feel bad because you don't know or you're just like learning about those things. It all will unfold in divine perfection, okay? Why I'm saying this? Because here, as we are in the 4th house in esoteric astrology, this is your spiritual home. This is your temple. And you have the moon here, so that means the things you did not know until now, they have a higher purpose. The first degrees of Sagittarius is about service, is about elevation from a spiritual sense, is about you putting and understanding that everything you do for your self-love, your self-empowerment, healing your traumas, being a better version of yourself is of service from the within to the without. So it's really deep. This first quarter energy in terms of manifestation for your higher self to come forward is super strong, but it's trying to show you there's something that wants to talk to you right now. It might be lodged in the physical pain body. It might be in the emotional. It might be in the mental. But here, okay, here there's a lot of mental recalibration with Pluto, and it's through meaningful work. And what I mean by the 6th house and meaningful work, when you do things that are meaningful to you, whether it's painting, whether it's dancing, whether it is just going for a walk with your dog or just by yourself, there is something that can come forward when you align with doing things that are meaningful to you, that serve you, because that aligns you to more joy, to more sense of wholeness, okay? So whether it is doing music, listening to music, whatever it is, there's, again, you have a purpose. You have a meaning. Everything you go through has a purpose and a meaning, and it needs to come forward. And how it can come forward, for me, my only way to help others is through my reading, is through astrology, but especially also through sound. Okay, when some of you have been listening to those sound frequencies, you start thinking about certain topics. This is purposeful. My music is made for you to not just like be in meditation, it can happen, but there are things that are going to come out. Why? Because I'm putting higher frequencies that are connected to the optimal version of your organs, the optimal version of you. But obviously, you are where you are at energetically, and you carry whatever you carry. So there's going to be a friction between where you're at and where you want to be, where your organ is optimally working and where you're at right now. This is needed. So whatever comes up in that conversation, through your meditation, through just staying with sound, staying with music, this is purposeful. This is your higher self trying to show you the mental patterns, trying to show you the emotional patterns, trying to teach you how to recalibrate those things, okay? So when we're moving here with Saturn, this is the 7th house in esoteric astrology. This is about the relationship between the ego and the higher self. I should know my natal chart. I got plenty in my 7th house, and I used to have a lot of conflicts between my ego and my higher self. I was fully clairaudient, clairvoyant, and sometimes it didn't keep me from being like, no. I had to learn. All right, so I love this placement. Not only it's a placement I know very well because this is my rising sign exactly to the degree, okay? So it's teaching you that right now, through this process of recalibration, of attending to your personal needs, to feeling emotionally aligned, to feeling mentally empowered, okay, and releasing some of the patterns that you inherited, there's going to be a greater communication and relationship between the lower self and the higher self. Because in order for you to be incarnated, you need an ego. Okay, you need to be there. So there's a certain part of you, like on this journey, your ego is always going to transform, but you're always embodying a certain version and expression of what you know about the self and, you know, your level of spirituality. So here it's promising you that this revelation, this is going to have a strong impact in the way you're going to relate to the higher power, to the divine within yourself, which I love. Here, I love this position for Neptune retrograde because this is the 8th house and this is about shadow work. And that means there's an end. There's an end in this particular degree to certain shadows. That means you didn't not just not address the shadows. You've addressed the shadows, especially it's in direct opposition with what you've been carrying in your energy field. That means you have become a spiritual alchemist. You are able to make shit become gold, okay? And what I mean by this is like the things in the hell you've walked, whatever you've surmounted and whatever you're still surmounting, okay? If you're even still struggling, it doesn't matter. You're starting to bring this higher awareness of ending certain patterns because you're understanding your value, the value of your path, okay? And if it doesn't come forward right away, remember, for me, sound has been my best ally in letting my higher self teach me, okay? Because I was very rebellious. Do not look at the version that you're seeing from Audrey in the Matrix Oracle as what was always. This girl was, first of all, very introverted and would have never thought that she would be online and talking to people not in her first language and be teaching things. Never. And yet, here I am. So again, there's a lot of things that are trying to, and you probably, that's kind of part of the third dimensional teachings, is that you're probably living so far, okay, up to this moment, up to your spiritual awareness and awakening, a life that is in very opposition to a lot of things that you are going to embody, because in order to embody certain things, you're going to want to experience polarity, okay? So some of you might be very extroverted and you're going to be doing something that is much more introverted and vice versa. They can go on. I'm not going to illustrate more, but this is part of you understanding where you're at right now. It doesn't mean and define where you're going to be or where you're meant to be. Now here, spiritual education, 9th house. We have some wounds here with Chiron as far as you initiating your spiritual journey. Okay, and right now, collectively, the North Node is bringing super strong frequencies of light because it wants us to awaken. It wants us, especially in terms of light. This is why some of you know I do special astrology forecasts sometimes with light codes. And what are light codes? I look at astrology from the sun's point of view, what we're receiving as an energy message. Okay, so here we have a lot of energy that wants to come forward. This currently, the sun is placed in a position that is really strong in terms of transformation and spiritual awakening, bringing us a lot of strong light. And what I mean by light is like whatever you've been resisting to start the initiation is coming up forward and more and more and more. Okay, here the 10th house, this is about your higher purpose. The higher purpose here with Jupiter and Uranus in those placements, your joy and you giving yourself a second chance at love, at life, at being happy is of tremendous purpose to the collective, to the whole. This is like if you had to give yourselves just a mission or one purpose, your joy. You being able to still give yourself chances again and again until you feel satisfied with yourself, satisfied with your achievements, satisfied with the path that you walk, the struggles you've overcome. This is of higher purpose. Why? Because when you give yourself the second chance, when you forgive yourself for some of the decisions you made that were maybe not the smartest, okay? Can I have like more hands to raise my hands there? Okay. When you do this for yourself, you are gifting it to others. You are gifting the gift of second chance. You are gifting the gift of being able to be reborn again, to give that momentum, because that's what you do. When you give yourself any type of energy, self-love, following your intuition, definitely those moments are moments that in your vibration, that is what you offer to others. Okay. Last but not least, we have Venus retrograde still, that is in a placement that speaks of your confidence. It's almost in the rising here. And that means when you're going to wake up, your level of confidence towards yourself, what you feel you are capable of handling, and that means emotionally, mentally, spiritually. This is very important because consciously this is linked to karma, but karma is not positive or negative, and that means you can make it your dharma. And this is why I was insisted on here, and you see it, we have a square. That means until you realize that what you gift yourself with, forgiveness, compassion, empathy, following your bliss, deciding that today I'm gonna take a day off, even if it doesn't make sense because I'm still doing a 9 to 5 or whatever. When you take those decisions, you gift that opportunity to others. When you follow your path, when you follow what makes you happy, you give this to others, and that confidence is going to fuel you more and more within. And you're going to gift it to others without, above, below, the universe, the soul. It's a grand ripple effect, okay? So that's what we have for this special first quarter moon in Sagittarius. This is going and promises you to bring more light in your body, more enlightenment, more energy, more almost like a nirvana. But it's in the making. It's in the making. It's trying to teach you, okay, what do you need to remove from your perception? Maybe you were too narrow-minded about how you saw a certain situation that you went through, or you didn't gift yourself with the forgiveness for making certain decision in your life, okay? Yes, thank you so much, you guys. All right, so some of you, if you want the chance to win this mini giveaway where I'm going to take this energy and I'm going to apply it to your personal natal chart so you can get more insights about what is that gift. When I did this for myself, I was not surprised and surprised at the same time. It was telling me that my gift was going to come through offering this gift to others. That until I was offering this mini giveaway, or also I have a special promo, it's only $15. If you want this reading for yourself, you're getting Astro reading and an Oracle reading. I was going to get whatever was meant for me. So some of you, it will make no sense, or you just feel it. If you feel the excitement, if you feel you want to try, okay, again, subscribe, and I'm going to probably do this reading within you know, the next hour, I'm going to give some people some chance to subscribe, and also don't forget to give me your birth data, because I'm going to apply your natal chart, okay? And some of you, if you don't win, but you still want to get that awareness, okay? I have a special promo, only 10 spots, $15. Thank you so very much, you guys. I will see you. Well, let's see. Do I see you tomorrow? Do you want to see me tomorrow? I'll probably see you tomorrow. There's always lots to talk about. Bye.